Carmelo Anthony's legal team is asking that Judge Roach Jr., remember I said he was a junior? Yeah, be removed from this case. Judge Roach Jr. resided over one of America's most controversial murder trials and then went on to give public interviews right after sentencing. And this is the reason Carmelo Anthony's legal team is asking that Judge Roach Jr. be removed from the case. Carmelo Anthony's legal team argues those comments could undermine impartiality. And this is why they're pushing to have Judge Roach Jr. recused from the case. Welcome back. If you're looking for a legal analysis without the political spin, you're in the right place. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications because we'll continue to follow every new development in the Carmelo Anthony's case. Now let's get into it. And the one that's most significant of all is asking Judge Roach Jr. to recuse himself from any further proceedings in this case. There's been a lot of new information that have come out surrounding this case, involving the judge, the prosecutor, as well as the defense attorney. And this is the reason why, and more, Carmelo Anthony's new legal team is asking the judge to recuse itself from any further proceedings in this case. I was over on YouTube last night and I watched, shout out to Ticket TV Media. He exposed a lot of information that some of us in the public had no knowledge of regarding what the defense attorney was asking the judge to allow into the case in order for Carmelo Anthony to get the justice he deserved. And the judge refused and barred the defense from entering this evidence into the case. Take a look at this clip.
More to this story. Also, check this out, y'all. Check out what I found out. Carmelo Anthony's lawyers, they tried to use those past school disputes, alleged disputes, to paint the Metcalf twins as aggressive bullies, which would bolster Carmelo Anthony's self-defense claim. But because Austin Metcalf is now deceased, RIP, and Hunter Metcalf was not the person that was on trial, Judge John Roach strictly limited that evidence to what occurred on that day at the track meet during that confrontation itself.
In my opinion, this judge, this prosecutor set out to paint the picture as Carmelo being the bully or the aggressor, but would not allow the character information to prove that these two Metcalf boys were the ones that were the bullies. And to prove it even more, he goes on to talk about the email from the cheerleaders and how people were saying it was fake and how the Metcalf's mother came on and verified it was true. Take a look at this clip.
Liberty that night and lost. Down in half.
Now, this is Austin Metcalf's mother right here talking about this situation.
If you know anything about the cheerleader email, we kind of talked to Brandon about it a little bit. He didn't go into too much detail Metcalf. Because of Metcalf his boys. And he just said like kids were disciplined, and that's yeah. So the incident was that we had played Frisco Liberty that night and lost, and we should have beat them because they hadn't won a game in like 3 years. So, you know, the whole football team was frustrated and upset, and Austin and Hunter were physically upset even at the game. Like, they got in trouble from the coaches because, like, Austin threw his helmet. Hunter was the one that was kind of more of like he would get more upset about things. He he went back out on the field and finished the game. Austin was like, I'm done. He was just, there was only like 2 minutes left. He was just pissed. He was just in one of those moods. But after the game was over, him and Hunter and I know for sure one other kid who was an offensive lineman went to Cane's to eat. The girls apparently were talking about the game and making comments about how crappy our team was. And Hunter, more than likely said something nasty to one of them. Oh. Because that's.
And she goes on in defending her sons. And this is the reason why she blamed the cheerleaders for them provoking the sons. Now, do you guys get it? Why Karmelo was in the situation he was in? But yet, he's still a murderer, huh? There is so much to this case. There is so much more to this case. And in order not to make this video super long, I'm going to have to separate it. But there is so much more. The general public have blinded themselves to the real, true crime of this case. Karmelo Anthony is not a murderer. All of this information compiled on top of each other is proving Karmelo Anthony is not a murderer. This was definitely a self defense case. And this is why Karmelo Anthony's legal team has filed a motion for Judge Roach Jr. to be recused from any further proceedings in this case. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on how you feel about Judge Roach Jr. being recused from Karmelo Anthony's case. Don't forget to like, share, and follow me for more controversial topics.